contribution to this country.
Hey, I want you to say hi to James Scott, and this is his new book. This is, if you're a history buff, James has written a number of books, but this is his latest book. It's called A War Below. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Bill. Thanks for having me.
James and I, by the way, have been to Afghanistan and back together, literally. Take a look. This is it's about the war in the Pacific, the submarine war, and they follow 3 submarines, the Silversides, the Drum, and the Tang. Tell me about the book and really, how did it come about?
Yeah, Bill, I was looking to tell the story, sort of the microcosm of the submarine war in the Pacific, and was looking for 3 different boats that sort of would help tell that story. And so the Silversides, Drum, and the Tang had such unique stories. I felt really kind of helped tell the bigger picture, of which was the overall war as well.
The stories from this book are absolutely unbelievable. We're seeing some pictures, right? That's right there is the Silver. Now, who's this?
No, that's actually, it was an emergency appendectomy that they had to perform on the wardroom table of the Silversides, and they did it about 100 feet underwater off of a Japanese stronghold. And
didn't they use kitchen utensils?
They did. They actually had to use spoons that were bent at right angles to serve as retractors. So.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah. And that's actually a sinking Japanese trawler that they took on in a gun battle of all things. They had
at the surface.
On the surface, had a deck gun that they used and attacked a trawler there. And that's a little downtime, playing some cards there in the cruise galley.
Those submarines were tiny. If you've been on the Clamagore here, which is a World War II submarine.
Absolutely.
Very small, very tough. You did what, 100 interviews plus for this?
Yeah, I did over 100 interviews, collected about more than 3,000 pages of letters, diaries, personal writings, photographs from veterans to weave it all together.
The reviews are fantastic so far. It was in the Post and Courier just the other day.
It was Sunday. Yep.
And it's coming out in the Washington Post. I understand.
We're waiting that. So.
World War II history is it's just so special. Any kind of conflict, obviously special, but the greatest generation. What did you find about the submariners that were different? They had to that was a volunteer service, wasn't it?
It was, and I think one of the important things to remember is that not only was it volunteer, but that so many of these guys had grown up during the Great Depression, and I think they came from backgrounds where they were used to that austerity and they were used to sort of that tough environment. That I think that really helped in going on board these submarines because they would go out for up to 90 days at a time.
Sure.
2 or 3 months, they'd have to take all their own food, all their own fuel. Some of these guys wouldn't see daylight at all during that time.
And dangerous work. Very
dangerous work, yeah. I mean, 1 out of every 5 boats that served in the Pacific didn't come back.
And there were a lot of things, a lot of tragedies. There was in the book, there were 1,800 American POWs as part of a sinking of an unmarked freighter?
Yeah, the Japanese, it was what they called a hell ship, and they were transporting POWs, and they didn't mark those so that American submariners would know. And so a wolf pack of American submarines attacked the convoy, sank it, and sadly 1,800 Americans were killed as a result of that.
This book is a page-turner, gripping. It's called A War Below. It's available at all the usual spots, Amazon, all over. The Blue Bicycle has it.
Blue Bicycle Books downtown.
Fantastic. Let's talk about this real quick. On Wednesday, you're going to be at the Charleston County Library, 6:30, and that's going to be a great program.
We're going to do a talk and do a signing afterwards. So,
awesome. James Scott, thanks so much.
Thanks so much, Bill.
For this, and
Absolutely.
the next one coming out, just a preview, is
on the Doolittle Raid.
Doolittle Raid. Oh my gosh, we'll have you back for that. All right, there it is, The War Below. Pick it up and check it out.